Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Tro. I am Crypto Tro, bringing you the latest and the greatest in cryptocurrencies. And today, man, we're going to talk about the Cronos blockchain and the Crow token and how they just put out a new roadmap for the upcoming year, man. So we're going to check that out. We're going to check out what they plan on doing and why I believe the Cronos blockchain will continue to grow and thrive. So we're going to get into that. But before we do, make sure you check out my YouTube channel right now, man. I got multiple videos on the Cronos blockchain. I even got a playlist on different projects and on the Cronos blockchain and the Cronos blockchain itself. So check out that playlist, check out the VVS Finance playlist, the MMF playlist, and much, much more. So, before we get into this too, I gotta let you know this is not financial advice whatsoever. This is just me telling you what I'm doing personally in the crypto space. But if you want financial advice, consult with the financial advisor before you start investing in crypto, because we know how risky crypto is. Crypto is a risky asset class because it is brand new. But I'm telling you, wealth transfers will be the greatest because of this asset class, in my personal opinion. But like I said, I always take advice from a financial advisor when it's about assets. So let's get straight into it. Crow, what's the price, man? So we're looking at Crow on deck screener right now, and we can see the current price right now is 11 cents, man. So we are at 11 cents right now, and it's just been fluctuating around that price ever since June. We've been just kind of getting a stagnant, movements, slight movements. We'll get up to like 15 cents and come back down to that 10-cent mark. So really, I just been accumulating at those prices right now, but we don't know what's going to happen with the microeconomy, or the macroeconomy rather. So right now, I'm going to get some stable coins, have the stable coins loaded just in case we see some further downside later in the year. So right now, like I said, I'm just stacking my Crow around these prices, that 10 cents area, 10 cents to 15 cents area. And if I see further downside, I'm gonna go ahead and go long on Crow. So let's get straight into it. The Cronos roadmap update. This just came out yesterday, man. So yesterday they gave a Cronos chain priorities for the next 12 months and a glimpse of what Cronos 2.0 will look like. So I'm not going to read this entire article. I'm just going to highlight some of the things that caught my attention, and we're going to get started just like this. So during the first semester of 2022, Cronos achieved all-time highs of more than 900,000 users, more than 300 dApps, $4.8 billion in total value locked, and 480,000 transactions per day. Cronos is firmly established as a top 10 chain. While activity has slowed down, given the current global economic climate, the Cronos value proposition has been validated by end users and developers. We should therefore continue to build to prepare for the next bull market. So, what's the ambition for the next cycle? Well, two main things. Deliver scalable technology to onboard the next billion Web3 users. This will be made possible by advances at the Cronos protocol level, but also through our continuing partnership with Crypto.com and the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, which enable one-click transfers to Cronos and most of the world's top cryptocurrencies. So number two is foster a sustainable DeFi, NFT, and Web3 gaming ecosystem. We will continue to work with application creators to increase the user-friendliness, security, transparency, and utility of dApps. So they published the list at the beginning of 2020. I'm not going to click on that list, but if you want to, you can go on the Cronos Twitter and read the entire article yourself. But like I said, I always said that I like the Crypto.com and the Cronos team because they make it fairly easy to get between centralized finance and decentralized finance. And like I said, with the Crypto.com exchange or Crypto.com app, you can transfer your wallets easily to the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. And that just makes it, the best of both worlds. If you want for the exchange to hold your funds, or if you want self-custody, you can send it to the DeFi wallet. And that's why one of the reasons I'm bullish on Cronos. So some of the big achievements to date for Cronos. So we see Cronos move out of beta on September 22nd, 2022. The block size has increased 4x from 10 million gas to 40 million, further improving the scalability of Cronos chain. Then we see RocksDB has been introduced as an additional database option, which results in better node performance for most use cases. And then we see the fee market module has introduced a dynamic fee structure to the network in order to manage potential future congestion. And we know how that happens on these blockchains when they get congested. It makes it harder to use, man, and it makes people move away from the DeFi side of things, because if you can't have transactions going through, what's the whole purpose of being in a decentralized finance app if we can't even have the transaction? So for the time being, this module has been configured to have limited impact, as both network utilization and transfer fees are edible at a reasonable level. And then Cronos is now carbon neutral thanks to the low energy consumption of its validated network. So a lot of stuff is going on with Cronos. They did a lot of things up to date, but where is the room for improvement? So it's still significant room to increase the scalability of current Cronos technology. The next few network upgrades will focus on the following priorities. So mempool prioritization. Then we got the further increase of block size, so making the blocks bigger. Then storage optimization, and then just getting better at the infrastructure level. The reduction of node startup time, and then incorporation of new Cosmos functionality. So a lot of things that they plan on doing in the future to improve the scalability of the Cronos blockchain. So what about phase 2? So phase 2 is pretty much the protocol and database scaling. So future technology choices should meet the following conditions. So continue to support EVM compatibility, so developers can come over to Cronos and build on Cronos. Then we say reliable deliver high transaction throughput from millions to 10 millions of transactions per day in live conditions. So that's going to be something major, and you're going to have to pretty much scale out to be able to handle all those transactions. Then we say leverage open source projects. So the Cronos team has a history of giving back to the open source community and plans to be actively involved in any technology that we leverage. So this is something that I'm excited about, is the Cronos rollup. So the initiative is the development of rollup technology to the Cronos ecosystem. Several open source options are available, among those being used in the Ethereum ecosystem. So in the short to mid-term, we expect that these options will be most relevant for application-specific use cases that require heavy throughput, such as high-profile games. So rollups are, something big, especially if you want to be able to build games on the blockchain. It's just pretty much being like a layer 2 or somewhere where it's designated specifically for the application, and they use that rollup to pretty much do all of the transactions through. So with gaming coming to the Cronos blockchain, this is going to be major, and I'm glad to see that they are announcing to do this, because a lot of games are trying to build on Cronos. So this is something that also caught my eye, is the connectivity and interoperability of Cronos and the crypto.com. So from day one, users have been able to move their holdings between Cronos and every major chain via their crypto.com app or account. In a world where using a cross-chain bridge can be nerve-wracking, experience this level of connectivity has been hugely beneficial to Cronos users. As Cronos is built with the Cosmos SDK, IBC technology is available to create bridges with other Cosmos chains. Today, this includes connectivity with Crypto.com or Crypto.org chain, Cosmos Hub, and ACAD. More bridges can be set up depending on user demand. That bridge is something major because it's really seamless. I like that they made it seamless to where you can just send your crypto from Crypto.com app to the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. And this is where you have pretty much self-custody over your own cryptocurrencies. You don't have to worry about, them cutting the withdrawals and transfers off because you have self-custody. So something that also caught my eye as well is, in crypto, we always talk about decentralization and how big it is. Well, Crypto.com is working on becoming more decentralized just because they are adding new validators. So we welcome Block Daemon as the 27th validator. Going forward, we expect gradual decentralization of the chain. However, as network scalability is high priority for users, the focus is on network optimization first. So it's always good to have network optimization because you want to have your transactions to go through for sure, to make sure your blockchain is secure and people are actually enjoying the experience using the blockchain. So we see transaction fees are an important consideration for end users users and developers alike. At the time of writing, payments cost 1 cent and NFT minting costs around 10 cents on average. Transaction fees should be as low as possible to enable mainstream users to access DeFi and gaming applications, but not so low that they do not incentivize network validators to protect or to participate in the security of the Cronos network. So that's something that else just caught my eye, man. Just wanted to show like they plan on becoming even more decentralized, but right now the focus is more so on making sure the network is secure and making sure that these transactions will go through. So that's my video for today, man. Just wanted to give you that updated roadmap on the Cronos blockchain and how they continue to do some great things in the crypto space. I believe they will be or will play a major role in mass crypto adoption just because of the interoperability of the Crypto.com app and the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. It makes it easy to get into, Web3 and the decentralization side of things. So, like I said, that's my video for today. Crypto Tro, I'm out of here.